Fruit and I felt the tides of fate churn and boil. Worse, neither of us has been able to commune with Hermaeus Mora since the Black Book's rite was completed at Vermina's shrine. And you say you saw Shalreni's body walk into Apocrypha, giving Vermina access to Apocrypha and a host to work through. They must know where to find the memory they seek, or they have a good idea where to look. Apocrypha is infinite. Blightcrown and Torvasard have ways to avoid detection. Only one viable option presents itself. We must ask Master Shalreni where Vermina has taken her body. Will you see this through, Proxy, before the disaster Mora foresaw comes to pass? Fortunately, we have two conduits to spirits not yet bound for Aetherius at our disposal. Magister Meln and Curate Gadain. Speak to Meln first. He obviously knows what happens when a Telvanni mage dies. Aetherius is the immortal plane. When a person dies, their spirit moves on to that realm unless something prevents that from happening. A violent death, perhaps, or because the spirit still has tasks left undone. Shalreni fits both categories. What Hermaeus Mora foresaw was always about an assault on Apocrypha. Vermina and her allies want to recover the memory that was stolen from them. But the way she's going about it will doom us all. We need to determine her destination and stop her. You know how you can feel the warmth and know the sun is above you, even if you never look up. That is what Scroot experiences every day in the service of her master, and what I sense when I commune with the one who knows. Now, it just feels empty. Perhaps. We know Blightcrown used a corrupting combination of pestilence and dream to avoid detection in the Panopticon, and he was trying to increase its potency. Maybe the rite did more than open a path. Maybe it cut Mora off from his own realm. What Hermaeus Mora foresaw was always about an assault on Apocrypha. Vermina and...
Laramil's idea is a good one. Master Shalreni has the answer we seek, and I know how to reach her. No Telvanni master worth their weight in Quama cattle would relinquish their hold on this plane without a fight. I have no doubt we can contact Master Shalreni's spirit. Whether we can get her to cooperate, well, that's an entirely different matter. As the curate can tell you, Necrom forbids summoning the dead. But there's no regulation against the dead choosing to speak to you. We don't have to summon Shalreni's spirit. We can go to her and simply request an audience. Same place you found me. In her tower, of course. We must go to Tel Barrow and search her sanctum. If her spirit lingers, she'll haunt there. Oh, and better take Gadain with us. If she's become a vengeful spirit, his expertise might be required.
Meln, we can't just summon the dead whenever we please. It's forbidden.
Yes. Summoning is an affront to your order. But if the spirit is already there...
If I help you, I could jeopardize my standing.
We would not ask this of you if the situation was not dire.
Of course I'll help, Laramil.
I'll return to Apocrypha. See if I can find Vermina while you chase spirits. Not like I've got anything better to do.
Good luck at Tel Barrow, my friends. Return here with whatever you learn.
Dealing with displaced spirits is very much frowned upon by the Keepers of the Dead. I'll help, because the stakes are great, but it goes against every iota of my training. That's an aspect of our beliefs, but not the primary component. And it's different when you visit the catacombs and a spirit appears before you. I suppose if Shalreni decides to speak to us, that shouldn't violate the Codex too badly. Indeed, the recently departed are often confused, and that confusion can turn violent. I much prefer to deal with the spirits of our ancient ancestors. They may be cantankerous, but they've had enough time to reconcile to their undead existence.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here.
Where's the Keeper? He should have been here by now.
The tower's locked tight. We need another way inside.
Telvanni towers always have more than a single ingress and egress. Look around.
This one's mine.
Over there. Just let me... There. Easy enough for a Magister to remove a Master's ward. Let's go inside. Shalreni's private study. Her presence is strong here. My ghost sight allows you to see it. Move closer, and I'll try to get her to manifest fully.
Careful, my friend.
Blight Crown! He killed me. I'll destroy them all!
Such rage and suffering. Let me try to calm her.
Have you come to gloat? To see how far the mighty Shalreni has fallen? I would have led House Telvanni to new heights. Instead, I lost everything. All my work unfinished. My legacy in ruins. This is your fault, outsider. You and those duplicitous Daedric princes. Now, why in the name of my despicable ancestors would I even consider such a notion? You're my enemy. I'm content to sit back and watch as Vermina and Periite steal back whatever they think Hermaeus Mora took from them. You know nothing of the Telvanni, outsider, or of me. But I will admit that I hate it when a greater power reneges on a mutually advantageous agreement. Frankly, my role in all this was more difficult than what I requested of the princes. I decrypted Meln's Black Book, perfected Blight Crown's subterfuge concoction, and performed the rite that gave Vermina access to Apocrypha. And all for a simple favor. Eliminate my competition, and elevate me to the rank of Archmagister. I see what you did there. Clever. I suppose I've been taken off the board. A bit of revenge on my part is probably called for. The path to the memory Vermina seeks lies through the infinite panopticon. Torvasad will lead her there. It started with Torvasad and his dream of something lost long ago. He needed someone to acquire Meln's Black Book and perform the rite. In return, he would help me achieve my dream of becoming Archmagister, as long as I pledged myself to Vermina. Torvasad behaves like a broker, bringing disparate parties together for mutual benefit. In truth, I now believe this is all about Torvasad. He has his own agenda. Anyway, he convinced the princes to set aside their differences and work together. Truth be told, I never much cared. All I wanted was to do what was asked of me and get my reward. Instead, I got a dagger in the back from that disgusting Blight Crown. They believe Hermaeus Mora stole something from them. From all of us, really. It involves Torvasad's dream. He had vague visions of a Vermina shrine, believed it was important. So he asked Vermina to help him recall the entire dream. When she failed, he expanded his list of allies. That's where the hidden kindred came in. Look, maybe Mora stole Torvasad's favorite sweet roll recipe. I wouldn't put it past the Prince of Fate. He collects knowledge like House Lalu hoards gold. All I know is Vermina and Pereide want the memory back, but Torvasad wants it more. Silent, you say? Then my enhanced subterfuge concoction worked. I told Blightcrown I could do it. I took Blightcrown's mix of disease and dream, and with a few adjustments to the right, enhanced its ability to hide them 1,000-fold. If Mora has gone silent, it means it affected him too. Cut him off from his own realm. Am I a genius or what? Oh, fear not. You can't separate a Daedric prince from their realm for very long. Should last just long enough for Vermina to get whatever she's after. Of course, who can say what will happen when a realm and its prince are sundered even briefly? Truth be told, I never much cared.
I can't absolve you of your transgression, Spirit, but I can grant you peace.
Eternal disappointment, more likely.
Let's return to Necrom and tell Laramil what we learned.
Calm yourself, Scroot. I am sure Scroot returned from Apocrypha with disheartening news. While my efforts at research have been marginally effective at best. Tell me you have something better to report, Proxy. The infinite Panopticon. First they sought a memory to alter. Now they seek what? Another memory? And can they even find the entrance again? Well, we have a destination. Now all we need is a plan. What research I was able to accomplish tells me that Vermina will be a formidable opponent. But in order to enter Apocrypha without Mora's consent, she requires an anchor and a shield. In this case, Master Shalreni's body. That will be her undoing. Shalreni's body is mortal. If we destroy it, I do not believe that even Blightcrown's concoction will hide Vermina from the one who knows. Of course, there is also the matter of Apocrypha gone amok. But one problem at a time, I think. Gadain, this will be dangerous. I would feel better if you remain here, out of harm's way.
I swore to retrieve the relic, and I can't stand the thought of you facing this danger without me.
As I feared, the entrance to the infant... I refuse this outcome. Fate, bend to my will.
Laramil, be careful.
There is no must exist. Here, I command you.
Laramil, you did it! The Panopticon is open.
Vermina. Her presence is destroying the Panopticon.
Laramil, look at yourself. You're in no shape to continue.
Nonsense. No. You are right. Proxy, you must deal with Vermina. Gadain will help me return to Cypher's Midden.
You can't face Vermina alone. I don't believe I'm saying this, but I'll go with you.
This is more than just the presence of a rival Daedric prince. Something else is happening here.
Vermina's presence has somehow intensified Blightcrown's corruption. Hair mortal, let Apocrypha smite your foe. Ripples of agony from below. We need to go down, mortal. Mortal, let me aid you.
Skill issue.
I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Feel the power of fate! I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Survive? The Great Mortal, let me aid you. That was a satisfying smack.
Let's make this quick.
Pulling the debris. They must have gone that way.
You good?
Remember, Vermina's not alone. Blightcrown and Torvisard are with her.
Corruption.
Hidden kindred. Looks like Vermina brought an army.
Got to be better than that to stop us. Watch it! What?
Portal. Vermina passed through it, mortal. This... ancient. Like, one's been here in an eternity.
The combination of rite and concoction worked splendidly. We are hidden, and Mora
see the
suffers. Torvisard, take the Dream Prince into the Eye of Mora. To the very core of Apocrypha.
Brown, did he say something?
Ignore Blightcrown. We need to reach Vermina and destroy Shalreni's body.
Right.
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
This one's mine. And down.
Away. Dispatch them, mortal. Light crowns.
Get out of there!
Mortal, we need to talk. Blight Crown's a threat, but Vermina's a prince. We should follow Vermina and Torvasard into the Eye of Mora. I have no clue which memory of Hermaeus Mora this particular eye contains, but we should go in and do what we came here to do. Find Vermina and destroy Master Shalreni's body. Without the protection it provides, Mora should be able to pinpoint her. You're right. I don't hear the Great Eye. I think that has something to do with Vermina's presence, Blightcrown's corruption, and the rite they completed to enter the realm. It's just a guess, but if we solve one problem, it should help. Now, mortal, step into the Eye of Mora. What happened to this memory? It looks more like a dream. Or a nightmare.
Another Daedric Prince memory? You take me to the nicest places.
This has to be Vermina's fault.
This memory is mine now, mortal. I have wrapped it in a dream of my own creation.
We need to discuss this, mortal. Listen carefully, mortal. Vermina's power is limited here. This isn't her realm. It's only due to the necromancy they used on Shalreni's body that she made it this far. She's placed a dream around us, but the true memory is still here. Vermina hasn't been in here very long. She didn't have time to craft a perfect dreamscape to hide within. Look for flaws in the illusion, the cracks in the facade. We're inside one of the Great Eye's secret memories. That's just an echo of him, part of the memory. Like I said, Vermina's overlay of dream stuff isn't perfect, and we can take advantage of that. Let's see if we can spot any flaws we can exploit. Good idea. If you can find the weak points, I can break them open and expose the true memory beneath. Of course, knowing what the Great Eye values, that will probably drive us insane. Took me centuries to recover the last time that happened.
Once again, Melon to the rescue. When you get close to a flaw, use my ghost sight to spot it. I sense a flaw. Use my ghost sight to reveal it.
I have done the unthinkable. Now, I must make sure it cannot be undone.
That was part of the true memory. Find me more flaws to break, mortal.
I shall divide the only remaining memory of the event, my memory, and hide it in 3 glyphics.
This must be the memory of when Hermaeus Mora hid the secret the enemy seeks.
The way it began, secured inside the glyphic of hidden paths.
You asked for it.
The arguments that followed, locked within the glyphic of lost memories. And with regret, the memory of what I had to do, sealed inside the glyphic of shattered reflections. Who dares invade my private memories?
We got what we came here for, Torvasad. This way!
How dare Vermina enter my realm? Fighter, protect the 3 glyphics. Go and enter the Mythos.
Another memory or more of the same?
I do not trust that clan's food.
This is the core of Apocrypha. Remember how Torvasard altered a memory and changed the path? Damage they can cause here is enormous.
Let's go. You should have run. You weren't keeping score, were you? Me neither.
We're sure the glyphic is on the other side of that door. That we can reach it through this memory?
We need to hurry, mortal. Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha smite your foe. Wasn't that amazing?
How much longer, Torvasad?
These locks of
You asked for it.
Mortal, let me aid you.
Fate's mortal. Again! Destroy them, my pet!
Mortal, let me aid you. Feel the power of fate! I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Wasn't that amazing?
I focused my ghost sight. Apply my ghost sight to attack with precision.
That was a satisfying smack.
Approaches.
Now, but we're so close.
Damn you, Mora! We must slip away while we can, Torvasad!
The Dreamweaver flees. But what of the Glyphic Vault? Hermina will pay for the damage she has wrought on my realm. Approach, Chosen, and hear my words. I shook off the worst effects of Hermina's corrupting presence, but not soon enough. The intruders have fled. But the vault of the Glyphic! You must determine if the secret remains secure. Not just any Glyphic. One of 3 primordial Glyphics that in total contained the entirety of the memory I made everyone forget. A memory that, if restored, will destroy reality. Enter the vault. Check on the glyphic. That which I cannot see. The corruption coursing through Apocrypha continues to weaken me. I must do everything I can to maintain a connection to my realm. Enter and examine the glyphic. I give you permission to gaze upon this portion of the memory. It cannot be avoided. Fate's chosen must make sure the glyphic is secure and the memory intact. Examine the glyphic of hidden paths. It will reveal its portion of the secret to you. Regrettably, there is no other way to determine if the glyphic remains intact. But fate will survive a slight fraying of its fabric. It has to. Now, go! Examine the glyphic and see how this all began, Chosen.
Why have you called us all together, Prince of Fate?
We must deal with this problem, Dreamweaver. I have seen what happens if we do nothing. Already the threads of fate unravel. They have no regard for the chaos they can cause.
Ah, that's it! What I needed to spark my memory. I will restore the rest. Lord of Secrets, I will restore it all!
Torvasard, only one of the unseen could evade my sight here. Chosen, we must speak. My power remains diminished due to the toxins Peryite's followers polluted Apocrypha with. But you helped me break free of the worst of the miasma. You saw the contents of the glyphic of hidden paths, as did Torvasard. I did not expect that. Not yet. One thread in the tapestry snapped, but two more remain. If you can keep my enemies from unsealing the final two glyphics, there is still a chance to preserve Apocrypha and the rest of reality. You saw how this began. The great omission. Just something from very long ago. Something I did not expect to encounter ever again. It is not important. Not yet. Right now, do as you have done. Follow your heart. Return to Laramil. Consult with her. Defeat those who oppose us. You will know the best course of action when fate requires it. Now, I must conserve my strength. Apocrypha is under attack, and I feel its pain. Leave this memory, mortal. Take the portal, and return to your allies in Cypher's Midden.
I have recovered, Proxy. Now tell me, what occurred after we parted ways in the Infinite Panopticon? Part of the memory has been remembered, but reality has not unraveled, so we must still have time to make this right. Vermina and her allies continue to assault Apocrypha, but freeing Hermaeus Mora was a victory. Well done. This is for you, Proxy. Secret and forbidden knowledge.
Will I ever be able to read all these books?